Do you know that our usual respiratory rate is about 15 to 20 breaths per minute? That means we take normally 15 to 20 breaths per minute. But when we perform the pranayam or doing the pranayam practices, it becomes the 2 to 4 breaths per minute. So in the pranayam practice, we are taking only 2 to 4 breaths per minute. Hence, we are saving 13 to 15 breaths per minute. Yes, automatically when we save a lot of breaths per minute, then automatically it increases our lifespan. So, according to our scripture literature also confirms that pranayam or the practitioner of the pranayam maybe practitioner of pranayam is cannot die prematurely because the pranayam preventing from the premature death uh, by any kind of accident or any kind of unnatural death. So it is confirmed by the spiritual literature. Now, again, we move further to the next next thing that I'm going to discuss about that pranayam, how the pranayam can prevent from various diseases. Yes, the pranayam may also prevent from various diseases because the pranayam helps in improving the efficiency of all the system of the body because it works in all the systems of the body. So our systems of the bodies are the number one is central system, number two is respiratory system. Number three is circulatory system. Number four, endocrine system. And number five is excretory system. So these are the five main systems of the body. So the first of all, I'm going to discuss about the central nervous system. The pranayam helps in improving the functioning of central nervous system as well as the autonomic nervous system, which helps in calming the mind and it helps in curing the depression, preventing from the stressful situation, and prevent from various mental disorders. It helps in also improving intelligence, productivity, and it helps in calming effect through the pranayam. So the pranayam is very effective in controlling the mind and providing the calm and peace to the mind so that it can cure various mental disorder and can be prevent from various stressful effects such as aggression, depression, anxiety, somatic disorders, and a lot of various disorders related to the mental health. Why it happens? Because I'm going to discuss about little anatomy behind this circulatory system, behind this nervous system. So, in this, the autonomic nervous system involves the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system works in stressful situation. It activates or stimulates all the parts of the body. Yes, in the stressful situation, the sympathetic nervous system is overly excited and stimulates all the parts of the body in a very high levels. So it needs to calming down. So the process of calming down is handled by the parasympathetic nervous system because the parasympathetic nervous is responsible for calming down the situation and calming down uh, all the systems of the body by overwhelming the effect of sympathetic nervous system. So, during the practice of pranayam, the parasympathetic nervous system gets activated. Even in the stressful situation, you may also reduce your stress levels and may be and you may calm your mind, because because the pranayam practice improves the parasympathetic nervous system and improves the functioning of it. So that is the reason why the pranayam practices improving the functioning of nervous system. Now come to the next system, that is the respiratory system. The pranayam practices, you know very well that it is a respiration process. So in this, the pranayam helps in improving the respiration and improving the functioning of lungs, and it also improving the coiling process of the lungs. It helps in cleansing, removing the dust and removing the waste particles from the nostrils, from the throat, from the lungs, and from the trachea also. So when the toxins, when the waste particles gets removed, automatically it cleanses all the nervous system. So when the nervous system gets cleaned, so automatically lots of diseases, various diseases related to the respiration gets cured by the pranayam practices. And the pranayam practices, this is why helpful in improving and curing the respiratory diseases, that is the asthma, bronchitis, especially known for the respiratory diseases. So the pranayam practice also improves the effects of corona infected people. Yes, the people are suffered from the corona and the post corona effects, so they may also get benefited by the practice of pranayam, because it helps in removing the toxins. And later on, the people who are smoking, or who are in the polluted air, so they may also clean their lungs by the practice of pranayam, because the pranayam is very beneficial in removing the if carbonic mechanisms from the body. So automatically when the respiratory system gets cleaned, so automatically it may cure many respiratory diseases. Further, the next system is circulatory system. The pranayam is very helpful in improving the cardiac health, and it is also helpful in improving and preventing the risk of developing various cardiovascular disorders, because the heart health is improved by the pranayam practices. The pranayam is very effective in improving the circulation system, because it provides the oxygenated hemoglobin into the blood, so that the all the parts of the system gets the oxygenated, so that the it normalizes the blood pressure. When the blood pressures of the body get normalized, whether it is high blood pressure or whether it is low blood pressure, the people who are suffering from the high blood pressure, they may also get reduce the uh, blood pressure, but the people also who are suffering from the low blood pressure, they may also regulate or improve their blood circulation level, so that it gets normalized. So, furthermore, this pranayam practices is very effective in preventing from the cardiac arrest and the heart attacks, because it normalizes the blood pressure also, and it oxygenated the blood, so that it is the main benefit of the pranayam for the cardiovascular health. Now, come to the next system, that is the uh, endocrine system. In the endocrine system, we are talking about the diabetes. We all know that diabetes is a major concern in our current scenario. The people majorly are suffering from the diabetes because due to their sedentary lifestyle or other factors, they are severely suffering from the diabetes. And the pranayam practices helps in preventing the diabetes very well, because the pranayam practices, with the practice of bandh and the breath retention, it exerts a lot of pressure in the abdominal muscles. So when the pressure creates in the abdominal muscles, so automatically it helps in increasing the insulin quantity and improving the functioning of the insulin, so that the diabetes can be cured or normalized by the pranayam practices. And the pranayam practices also improving the digestive functions and maintain the metabolic balance. So also it helps in improving the abdominal related health, and it cures all the abdominal related problems and diseases, especially it can be diabetes. Now the pranayam practices is normalizes the weight. How this normalizes the weight? When the all the systems of the body works normally or functions very well, so automatically the body weights will get normalized, because the toxins of the body get removed, and it helps in also removing the extra fat from the body. If the person is underweight, the pranayam practices is also helpful in improving and balances their weight. So the pranayam is very effective in certain ways. So now we are going to practice the pranayam. So I'm going to perform the Surya Bhedi pranayam. The Surya Bhedi pranayam is a solar pranayam in which our sun, the right nostril is related to the sun. So the right nostril is get activated, and it is related to the uh, related to the uh, Pingala Nadi. So when we practice the Surya Bhedi pranayam, it activates the Pingala Nadi. So let's perform the Surya Bhedi pranayam. Sit comfortably. Now, first, we should learn to perform the mudra. First, we will focus on the mudra, and we will perform the Gyan mudra. For the Gyan mudra, these thumb and the index finger is close together, and and the rest of the three fingers are in the free freely manner. Now keep both of the hands on your knees. Your back, your neck should be straight. And now we are going to perform the Prana Mudra for the pranayam practice. For this, we are raising our right hand. So this practice should be from the right hand. For the Prana Mudra, we should touch the thumb with the index finger, and We should touch the thumb with the little finger like this and the ring finger like this. And index finger and the middle finger should be in the air. So this is the position of Pran Mudra. So this is the gesture of Pran Mudra, in which the little finger and the ring finger is get close and touch each other, and the index finger and the middle finger should be in the air. Now we should keep our thumb on the right nostril, and we need to keep the little finger and the ring finger on the left nostril, and the index and middle finger should be in the air. So this is the correct practice of Pran Mudra. For the practice of Surya Bhedi Pranayam, we should slightly press the right nostril and we should slightly press the left nostril and then take a breath from the right nostril. And then close the right nostril and then release the air from the left nostril. Now again, close the left side with the little and the index finger. Now again, take a breath from the right side. Close your right nostril and again release the air from the left nostril. So this was the Surya Bhedi Pranayam. The Surya Bhedi Pranayam is very beneficial in winter season. So it exerts the heat in the body. So it is effective in the winter season. Now we are going to practice the opposite side of the Surya Bhedi Pranayam. That is the Chandra Bhedi Pranayam. The Chandra Bhedi Pranayam is very effective in summer season. It provides the coldness in the body and it helps in cools the body. Now we are going to practice the Chandra Bhedi Pranayam. For the Chandra Bhedi Pranayam, the same right hand should raise in the Pran Mudra. Again, for the Pran Mudra, we need to touch the thumb, the little finger and the ring finger together, and again the index finger and the middle finger should be in the air. Now keep the thumb on the right nostril and keep the little finger and the ring finger on the left nostril. Now, in the Chandrabhedi Pranayam, we should take the air, inhale from the left side. That means that from the left nostril. So, we inhale from the left nostril. Now then, close the left nostril with the little and the ring finger and release the air from the right nostril. Now again, Close the right nostril and again inhale from the left nostril and then hold for some time and exhale from the right nostril. So, this is the process of Suryabhedi and the Chandrabhedi pranayam, which is the very common pranayam. So, now I would like to invite Rashmi ma'am for the Q&A session. So, let's start with the Q&A session. If you have any query, you may ask in this session. I hope you all are like the session. This session, I hope, is very informative to you. So if you would like to ask any question regarding the today's session, and if you would like to take more information on any kind of pranayam practices, so you may ask.
Hello, ma'am. Hello. Hello.
Hi, sir. Is there
Hello.
any question? You may
Yeah,
please
yes, ma'am.
ask freely.
Yeah, actually, first 15 minutes I was unable to hear your audio. Can you please summarize like what exactly happened in the first 20 minutes
Sorry, your
of the
voice
session?
is not audible.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
First 15 to 20 minutes of the session, no, your audio was not clear. So I had to
Yes,
miss
sir.
that
There is a
part.
technical issue, so we will
Yeah, can you
resolve
please
it.
summarize it? Can you summarize it? Like what exactly happened in the first 15
Can you
20 minutes?
summarize the session?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, sir. So in first session, yes, sir.
Hello, are you able to hear me, ma'am? Hello,
Hello.
hello, are you able to hear me, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Madam, today you taught us Surya Bedi and Chandra Bedi pranayam.
Yes.
I understand you said during Surya Bedi pranayam, inhale through the right nostril and exhale through the left nostril. This is
Yes, sir.
Surya Bedi pranayam.
Yes,
And
sir.
it activates Pingala Nadi.
Yes, sir.
And madam, my question is the inhale and exhale in between, is there any holding time, breath holding time? Or we should inhale and immediately exhale? How it is done? And Vedi pranayama. I understand you say during Surya Vedi pranayama, inhale through the right nostril and exhale through the left nostril. This is Surya Vedi pranayama. And it my question is
Repeat.
the inhale and exhale in between, is there any holding time? Breath holding time.
Yes, sir. First,
How it is done?
yes, sir. For the beginners, you have to practice with the ratio of 1:1:1:1. That is, you have to count while inhaling the five counts. You have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and while holding the breath, uh, you have to again count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again while exhaling, you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the 1:1:1. So in which the equal inhaling, equal breath retention, and the equal exhaling process occurs. So you may practice in the beginning in this ratio.
Okay, so someone asked for the summarizing the first session. Now I'm summarizing the first session. Due to some technical issue, there is no voice in this session. So basically, that session includes the definition of pranayama, which is from the Patanjali Yoga Sutra from Maharishi Patanjali, and the second is from Hat Pradipika, and third is from the Bhagavad Gita. From Patanjali Yoga Sutra, the sutra says that tasmin sati shwas prashwasa yorgati vicheda means the inhalation of the breath and the exhalation of the breath. Regulation of inhalation and exhalation plus the retention of the breath is known as the pranayama. And a person who should master the asanas, he is only able to practice the pranayama. So the after asana, you are applicable to perform the pranayama. In second definition, it is from the Hatha Pradipika, which says the Chale Vate Chalam Chittam Nishalam Nishalam Nishale Nishalam Bhavet Yogi Sthanatavyam Apnoti Vayu Nirodhet. It means that mind always follows the breathing pattern. For example, if your breathing is unsteady, your mind automatically or naturally becomes unsteady. If your mind is steady, your breathing is steady, so your mind is applicable to being steady. It helps to live longer and healthier. So in Hat Pradipika, there is a explanation which explains that there is a connection between mind and the breathing. In our third definition, which is from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which says the apane juhite pranam, prane panam tathacharet, apanam pranapana pranapana nirodhyati prana pranayam. It is known as the pranayam. So basically, it is similar as the first definition, like tasmin sati shwas prashwas. It includes when a person offers as sacrifice the inhalation, the incoming breath in outgoing breath, and the vice versa. And the person who continuously practice pranayam with the retention of breath, the outcoming and incoming breath or retention. So this is known as the pranayam. So these three definitions I include in first session. So this is the summarized version of that session. Is there any question
Thank you so much.
regarding is there any question regarding this session? You can freely
No,
ask.
ma'am. Thank you so much.
So I think there's okay. So thank you, sir. I think there is no question anymore. So we will end this session today. Thank you for attending today's session.